taking a minute to load up. I haven't played it on PC in quite a while. I usually play on Xbox, but right now I don't feel like turning and getting everything all hooked up over there, so we're just going to go ahead and play right here on the PC. Give this just a minute to load up. We should be good to go here shortly. I definitely don't want to play on the vanilla map, so I'm going to go ahead and have it generate a map for me so that you know, I can get something else going here. So give it just a minute for it to all load up, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and click to continue over here. I'm not quite sure. When I was trying to stream the other day, I couldn't get it to have the stream actually run if I didn't have the game in... if I didn't... wrong button, man. Oh, get rid of that. If I didn't have the game in windowed mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in windowed mode real quick while I get going here, just to make sure that we don't run into any issue. Switch to full screen off. There we go. There, that should solve any problem we might have with that. We're going to go ahead and go back. We're going to go into a new game. We're gonna have it. You know what? I'm gonna play my Omen Bound map. I actually have a server running for some friends of mine that are playing, but I use this Omen Bound map there. So we're gonna go ahead and use that that map here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my things set here. I'm not gonna change. I don't think I'm gonna change any of that. And normally, I'm going to keep 7-day blood moons. Airdrops every 3 days is fine. Biome progression's on. I do, so like on the server I run, I definitely up the loot and then change the spawn days. I always change spawn days to 5 days. I feel like it's a better way to play. You get better progression when you are playing that way, so that's what I do there. And then I always switch it to on death drop backpack only, so the stuff in your bar or in your tool belt, whatever you want as toolbar, doesn't get dropped. So so that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to up the jar refund to about 30%. I feel like that's a good spot to be in. And we're going to go ahead and start a new game of 7 Days to Die. We'll take a little bit of time for this to load, so bear with me while this does get going here for us. Excuse me. Like I said, I play 7 Days quite a bit. I run a server for multiple people to play on. I do have some folks on there. They actually might be playing right now. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is, I enjoy having a server. The one thing about running a server or playing on a persistent server is as long as somebody's logged in, the game continues to run. So although I have friends playing on there, like I said, they have more game time than I have, and so they're gaming a lot more often, and so I'll log in and it's been maybe 5 to, in some cases, 15 or 20 days, and so they've progressed the server quite a ways, with loot and whatnot. And so for me to log in there now, I just kind of feel alien. because everybody is so much further ahead. So, I do play from time to time with them, but at the end of the day, I just run that server for them to enjoy themselves. Um, so we're gonna let this load up. Once it gets loaded, we're gonna go ahead and start running. Um, and we'll play for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't want to go too long. I do have to work tomorrow, but probably play till about midnight Eastern time. So that's right now. It's 11 after, or excuse me, 3 after 11. So, um, yeah, we'll just play for as long as I can before I get too tired, and we'll just go from there. But um, it does look like we have a couple people in here watching the stream, so I want to say thank you to you guys. I did start, um, posting on TikTok. I've been recording these, so I recorded Once Human, which I played just a little bit ago, and then now I'm recording this. So I'll dice up some clips and get them posted into TikTok, and then also on the Twitch channel and on YouTube. We'll just kind of see how this goes. At the end of the day, I just appreciate everybody that has taken time to stop in and join the stream. And if you guys want to say anything, go ahead, obviously type it in the chat. I will do my best to try and reply. But again, streaming is new to me, so if I miss your message or something, please don't take it personally. I'm just getting started with this stuff, and from what I know of other folks that have done it and whatnot, there is a learning curve to it. So we'll just continue to plug along, but it's going to take a little bit of time for this to load up, like I said, so bear with me. All right. Oh, I see that Polar, that you subscribed with Prime, so that's awesome. Thank you. Um, we're just, like I said, I'm just getting started, so appreciate you being there and watching the stream. And like I said, it's I just like playing games. I've been playing games since I was a little kid, just like most of us, right? But as time has progressed, I have delved into more things. I run actually an Ultima Online server that I've been running since 2019. So that's 6+ years running. I run a Minecraft server for my son and his friends. I run a 7 Days to Die server, like I said, for some of my friends and my brother-in-law. And then also I've got a Pal World server that I run, which right now is just me. My daughter might join in, but right now it's just me. I don't know, man. As I continue to do this stuff, if people are interested, maybe we'll be, inviting people to play on these persistent servers that I run, and we can all kind of just, game together. But yeah, so we're getting a little bit closer, getting a little bit closer to the game loading in, and we'll get started with 7 Days to Die, and I should be able to get a day or two under my belt before before I run out of streaming time tonight. But I'll be back again tomorrow, and then Wednesday is actually my day off work right now. So Wednesday during the day, I'll probably pop in on stream a couple different times throughout Wednesday as things go. So here we go. Just popping in. All right, it's going to take me a minute to get used to the buttons again. Every time I play, different things, Minecraft and whatever else, I lose track of what buttons do what. Also, I'm going to go ahead and change the quality here real quick, just because with streaming it does impact all of that, which I'm sure you guys know. So we're going to go ahead and just drop a couple of these things down a little bit, just to make sure that we don't run into any issue here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there. We're moving a little bit better now. Alright, so obviously, those of you that have played the game know when you first start out, you just gotta get some wood. You gotta get, oops. Alright, so I got a little bit of wood. We're gonna go ahead and go over here to Alright, we're gonna take the easy route. We're gonna just snap a couple of these things here. It's the fastest way to get wood, actually. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and pick up some stone. Once we get enough stone, we'll be able to make this go a lot faster because we can make a hatchet and we'll move on with life. Alright, let's grab here. I do know this map a little bit because, like I said, I do run a persistent server with this map. So there is some stuff that I do know about this map, although I don't recognize where I'm at. So I have a feeling that I do not know yet where I am. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a hatchet real quick. In the meantime, we'll get our plant fibers that they want us to get. Oops, sorry about that. And then we're going to go ahead and grab some stone here too. Alright, there we are. I was going to say there's got to be somewhere around here somewhere. Boom. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw our hatchet in there. We'll get some stone here this way, using our hatchet. We're going to go ahead and chop all this, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get some wood, and then we'll be moving on with the next part. So it wants us to go ahead and craft a primitive outfit. We'll just pop in here real quick. Alright, we're going to grab this, craft that, throw it on. Oops. Wear it. There we go. We're going to craft a wooden club. I'm going to go ahead and throw that right in here. Move some of this stuff around a little bit. Then we do need to craft a bow also. And then it's going to want us to do some arrows too, so. Alright, now we open the challenge window. And we accept all these. Boom. Alright, so now we're off to the races. Our last thing we got to do to get things going is get to the trader, the first closest trader to us, and then we'll move on from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and run on over to the trader. On the way, I'll pick up anything I see. Oh, I already got potato seeds. That's always a good thing. Normally, when you first start out on 7 days, you won't run into any zombies when you first start. The game is designed not to kill you the minute that you load in, so we shouldn't see any zombies on our travel to the trader over here, which is great. If you look over here, you can see we've already got a rundown city that we can start scavenging into, so that'll be awesome. If I remember correctly, there should be a rundown army medical center right over here, which has like a ton of vehicles that you can loot, which is awesome. And like I said, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I did set the loot respawn to 5 days. So once we loot all that stuff, we stay away from it for 5 days, and when we go back after 5 days, it'll be ready to be looted again, which is awesome. Yeah, so this, I do know this part of the map actually, so that's kind of cool. There is a zombie here, so we're going to go ahead and get this guy. Since we're brand new, it should go pretty easy. A couple hits to the head, and he'll be, boom, done. The one good thing about the traders on this map, and actually, honestly, all the traders in this game, they always have these broken workbenches and forges, etc. And so you can end up getting a lot of stuff that way when you first start out. I remember when I first started playing 7 days, it was when it was still early access before all the changes that have come over the last couple years here, but it used to be a situation where I would always ignore everything past the opening so that I could just get started playing the game. And then I found out that I was actually really missing out by not going to the trader when I first started. So obviously I've changed my gameplay since then. I'm so not used to having no stamina at the beginning of the game. There we go. Boom. Alright, so then we can come over here. There's a cement mixer we can go ahead and loot. And then over here in one of these cabins, there's usually some food on the table. Yeah, there it is. So we'll grab that. There was a home cooking magazine in there too, so that's awesome. That'll be a benefit to us. The last thing to loot will be this truck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now before I go in and talk to the trader. Alright, and then here we go. Go talk to the trader, and they'll give us a job right to start out. It's always something super easy too, so.
Good. Wipe that smirk off your face.
Right,
Doing one job doesn't make us pals. Got it?
Alright, so we're going to take a look at this inventory.
My rules. You follow, or you fuck off.
Alright, so we're gonna hold on to everything. I don't think I'm gonna sell him anything.
Thank you very much, and now
go
you
ahead
can
and,
go fuck yourself.
Ask him for a job, though.
Oh, look who's tired of eating. Don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job done.
Alright, so when I played on this server before, or on this map, excuse me, the one thing that I did do was build an underground base. Underground bases seem to be, honestly, your best bet. And so what I'll end up doing is I always I was gonna say there's probably some zombies in there, which is totally okay, because we can just, oh, look at that, bam, boom, done. And this guy will come out, I'll get him too. Yeah, jump out of there. Oop. Boom. let my stamina come back. Boom, done. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and loot this truck. And we'll see what else we can find here. That body will be worth some stuff. Oh, you know what? I actually can craft a bone knife. Oh, no, I don't have enough bones. Alright, almost just hit it. I should be able to craft a bone knife now, though, I think now. I think I picked up a couple bones there, so let's check that out. Oh yeah, we do. We got enough. So we're gonna go ahead and craft a bone knife. The thing with bone knives, oops, I hit the pause button. Sorry about that, guys. So the thing about the bone knife is it's a lot better when you're trying to carve up any roadkill or any of that kind of stuff. You just get more from it. But anyway, when I built here before, I just took right here at this billboard and I dug straight down, and it really worked out well for me. So I'm going to do that same thing again here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of clear out some of this straw and whatnot. And then I'm going to grab that shovel that the trader just gave me. And I'm going to just pick a spot right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to dig this one hole first. Alright, so now I know where I'm going to dig. I'm going to take, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of wood. And with that wood, I'm going to craft a bunch of ladders so that I can dig straight down, build my ladders, and then start my underground base. Because the thing with an underground base is, if you're low enough, the odds of zombies getting down to you on a regular night is pretty slim to none. You're still going to need a horde base for horde night, but the first horde night usually isn't too terrible, and you can kind of ride it out in your underground base. Then, you know, by the next one, you kind of want to have a stronger building to keep yourself going. So usually, I go with the pummel peat perks that increase damage and stun and knockback when you're using a wood club, or the next step is a baseball bat, etc. But what I found later is I do really like stun batons, and so you kind of want to make sure you keep your mind going. Always looking at forward progression, right? So, you want to have a plan in place from the beginning. Kind of look at your perks. What are the things that interest you? And although I like stun batons, I really feel like baseball bats work just as well, especially once you put chains and even flames on it. It definitely works out well. You can also do like a spike bat. That works well too. Barbed wire bat works good. Because eventually you're going to want to go into, guns and stuff anyway to protect your base instead of, you doing it yourself by hand, right? So, you want to start with what makes the most sense for you. And for me, like I said, I've always preferred starting with the wood club, using the pummel peat perks to just upgrade your wood club situation as you go along. So that's what I do. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just build dig a hole straight down right here. I'm gonna make a bunch of wooden ladders. So I can go down as far as I need to. I think, if I'm not mistaken, right around 40 should be enough. Just want to make sure that there's no zombies coming before I start digging down. Alright, I'm gonna grab my first ladder here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put that first ladder in. Alright, which direction? Okay, so it's got it here. So we're gonna just go straight down. Ooh, we're already to rock. Alright. So that's a good thing to a certain extent. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead now. Oop. That's gonna take a lot longer to get down here. So I may go back up and clear out the blocks up at the top so that I can put my hatch at the top. The thing is, you know, when you're playing, you know, a single player game, you're not on a server, you don't have to hide your base, right? Because the zombies are using smell and whatnot anyway. They're not looking for your base. They're just, you know, they're using your smell to figure out where you're at. So, for me and what I'm doing, I'm gonna need 8 blocks to go around the outside, and then I'm gonna need a wood hatch to go on top. We're gonna go ahead here. We're gonna move. No, we're gonna leave that there actually. Move this up here. We're gonna put my 8 blocks right there. We're gonna switch over to the 8 blocks. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw my hatch down on top. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to throw another ladder in there, that's why. Alright, and then I wanted to open the... Oh, we want it to open this way. Boom. Alright, now we can go ahead, close that up, go right down here, and now it's just a matter of digging your way all the way down to the bottom as far as you can go. And then once you hit bedrock, then you start digging out from there so that you can actually have a base underground. So right? And then, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Looks like we're down to just one viewer now. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. I know this is boring, just watching me dig a hole into the ground, so I understand. Obviously, like I said, there's lots of places to watch, so you know, it's an unfortunate part of just starting out, right? Like, once I get this base started and I've got some room underground, that'll be a little bit different. But right now, I got to get that going first before I can, you know, really get going in the game. So, all right. So I broke my hatchet again, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that. We're gonna make the bedroll, so I'm gonna need that. And then we're gonna go ahead and make a storage crate because I'm gonna definitely need a couple of those. So we're gonna make go over here. All right, we're gonna go storage crate. We're gonna make I think like 10's a good number, because once you start organizing and sorting all your loot, you definitely need multiple crates for sure. I gotta be getting close to the bottom. But again, like I said, I appreciate anybody that stopped in to watch. You guys, you know, you're the reason why I do it, right? I mean, I'm going to play the games anyway, but I might as well share my time with you guys, so that's what I'm doing. Oh man, I might need to drink another water here, eat some food. Let's go ahead and do that actually. Let's use that. I'm gonna use that. Alright. Then we're just gonna keep going here. We'll see how it goes. Got about 15 minutes or so before I decide to pack it up for the night, but I was kind of hoping I'd get to the bottom of get down to bedrock before I do that. So hey, I'm level 2. So what that means is I'm going to go ahead and go in and spend some points in the Pummel Peat, just because it's going to help me out with being able to look for loot here a lot quicker. So I'm going to do that while I wait for my stamina to regenerate real quick here. Yeah, so Pummel Peat is where I usually go. I've got 5 points, so I'm going to throw one there. I'm going to throw a few on strength. And I'll throw another one in here on Pummel Peat. There we go. And then for the next couple points that I get, my next couple, I'm going to go ahead and work on a couple of the things that help me destroy blocks and gather resources quicker. But for right now, this is what we're going to do. We should be getting, like I said, pretty close to the bedrock here. And once I get to the bedrock, I'll be able to throw down I'll throw down a bedroll. I'll throw down a campfire, and it'll be, you know, basically starting a very simple base to get started, and then moving on from there. But I should probably throw some more. Alright, so I think there's a couple missing here, so yeah, there's one. And there's one there. Alright, there. There's none missing. And then, like I said, we're just going to keep digging down. We're going to hit bedrock. Once we hit bedrock, we expand out from here and build us an underground base. Ooh, gotta repair my hatchet again. So the cool thing is, you'll know when you're at bedrock. If you haven't ever dug down to it, you'll know because it makes like the same noise that you hear when you try and like break like the trader, anything in the trader's camp. So you know that you're as far down as you're able to go. So once I hear that sound, I'll be good to go. We'll go ahead and build out a little bit, or dig out a little bit, just so I can get the bedroll down. And then once I get that bedroll down, that's probably going to be where I stop for tonight. But we'll see. So yeah, so you know, like I said, streaming is new to me. You know, I don't know what people are going to be interested in. I know I enjoy 7 Days to Die, getting to see other people play so you can see bases they build and that kind of stuff, to give me ideas, but then also just kind of see how some things work, etc. It's kind of cool. Oh man, I thought maybe that was going to be it. Do I have... No, it doesn't look like I do. I thought maybe I might have some more water, but all I've got is the dirty water here, the murky water. Definitely don't want to drink that. So hopefully we're almost to bedrock. We're able to get us dug out here a little bit. Man, I really thought that I was a lot closer to the bedrock than I actually am. Hey, I would appreciate it if you guys threw something up in the chat just so that I know you're there. I see that it shows that there's a couple viewers here, but just say hey in the chat so that I can respond to you real quick, either over a microphone or shoot you a message in the chat. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know video quality wise how things look. I don't know you know, how my voice is coming across. You know, is it coming across okay? Do I sound super mumbly, etc.? So any of that feedback, of course, would be appreciated. I am just starting out, so you know, I'll get better equipment as time goes on and whatnot. But for now, um, I'm hopeful that this will work okay. We'll see how it goes as things progress. Unfortunately, I'm to the point now that I am thirsty enough in game that my stamina is basically zero. It takes a long time for it to regenerate, and I lose more of it when I actually use my tools. Oh, it's night. So there's always a possibility here that we could end up with some zombies. What I'm gonna do is actually make some cobblestone while we're just standing here. It'll give my body time for stamina regenerate, and I'll be able to use that cobblestone to upgrade the blocks up top around the entrance of my base. So that's what I'll do with that. And actually, I might go up there and do that here shortly, just because it will give me pretty decent XP, and I can use that to level up and get some more points, which will make progress go a little bit quicker on digging this hole out here. Ah, bedrocks. There it is. Boom. Alright, so let's Alright, so I think now I've got ladder all the way up. So that's beneficial. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna upgrade the blocks up here. Because of the way it's built, I can do it from the inside. Ooh, I should probably close that though. Obviously I can't get all the blocks, but I can get the 4 main ones here. I'll upgrade these blocks here. Looks awful bright for it to be the middle of the night though, doesn't it? Alright. Now we're going all the way back down to the bottom, because we're going to start digging out our hidey hole down here so that we can put our bedroll out. Once I can put the bedroll out, I think that'll be it for me tonight, guys, because it's already just a couple minutes before 12. So I'm going to make enough space to put the bedroll out, and then I'm going to probably turn it off. So appreciate you sticking around with me. I'd love it if you stick around for the next few minutes while I finish up here. And then, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow night to do some more work on 7 Days to Die. Definitely a great game. Fun Pimps did a great job with it. I won't lie, I was definitely bummed when my PS4 version no longer worked because they decided not to update and upgrade you know, the PS4. You had to, you know, they went with the current gen consoles only. Last gen they didn't upgrade or update the game, so that was kind of a bummer. But I did buy it again for my Xbox, so I have it on Xbox, I have it on PC. Makes it a little bit easier for me to decide where I'm going to game sometimes, so that's cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like I said, make the space for my bedroll down here, and then I'll be packing it in for tonight. And then I'll be back again tomorrow evening. Well, tomorrow night, I guess, honestly. Alright, I don't think that's enough space. I think I'm gonna have to do one more here, at least. Speaking of, though, let's go ahead and grab this, throw it down there. We'll get this yeah, we'll get the we'll go ahead and get the bedroll down, and then that'll be it for tonight. But definitely appreciate any viewers I've had this evening. Those of you that followed me over here from TikTok, I appreciate that. And we'll just continue to grow the channel as we go. Oh, unfortunately, this is one of those things where it's almost better for you to die, because once you get this low, it's not great. Drinking murky water, gotta love it. But it'll give me enough stamina for a little bit here that I can crank through this a little bit faster. Alright, come on. One more boom. Alright, is that enough space to get this set up? No, it won't let me do it. No. Gosh darn. Alright. Ugh. It takes so much stamina and time to get dug down this deep, but once you get down there, it just makes your life a lot easier overall. Alright, gotta fix that hatchet again. Alright, here we go. This should hopefully be enough space to get the bedroll down. There we go. Alright. Well, folks, I appreciate your time tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and go over to my challenges here. Oh, I did not place the land claim block yet, though. I did all those. Did that. Did that. Did that. Alright. And that's going to be it for me tonight, folks. So, like I said, I'll be back again tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be playing 7 days again. We'll pick this back up then. Alright. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Ooh.